To buy Madden 22 coins for the 100% cheapest price on the internet with quick delivery, check out my sponsor MMOEXP by clicking the link at the top of the description and use code SWIFT at checkout for 5% off. So Salsa family, and today I'm coming back at you guys with another Madden 22 video on the channel, and in today's video we're going to be showcasing an instant free 95 overall player that everyone's got to be claiming today. Now, not only are we going to be talking about this free player and showing you guys how you can claim him at home, but we're also going to be going over some very interesting Madden Ultimate Team news that came out earlier today. And as we get into the video, as you guys can see on the screen right here, we have a $10 PlayStation gift card. All you gotta do is claim this gift card. Whoever's first is gonna be getting these $10 absolutely free. And as you guys know, we're gonna be doing $10 giveaways on my videos every single day for the foreseeable future. And the reason why that's the case is because we took home a nice little W on Underdog Fantasy. And on the topic of Underdog Fantasy, as you guys can see on the screen right here, there is another free $1 line. This one is usable for every single person. What I recommend you do is click the over on John Morant and maybe put in like 1 or 2 football picks that you feel confident in. Here are 2 potential options that I'm thinking of going with. Let me know if you think I should pick number 1 or pick number 2 in the comment section. And of course, if you're not signed up with Underdog Fantasy, you basically have like until 7 p.m. tonight to do so. So get on the app really quickly. Be sure you use code SWIFT. And if you do so, you're going to get your first deposit matched up to $100. And you're also going to be able to take advantage of this free line right here. There's other free lines that are going to be coming out in the not so distant future. So be sure you're signed up before it's too late. Now, without further ado, that was quite the long-winded intro, fellas. But what we're going to be talking about in today's video is perhaps one of the easiest free players we're getting in all of Madden 22. We're going to our solos, and as you guys can see, there was a bit of a hiatus when it comes to Rising Stars, but they're back, and that means we're getting another free player. So all you guys gotta do is go to your solos, go to milestones, and as you guys will see right here, I am merely 1 star away from getting up to tier number 20 and getting myself this Wildcard Wednesday, week 17 to 20 NCAT fantasy pack. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through here, I'm gonna beat this solo, and I'll see you guys in maybe like 10 seconds after I beat this challenge and we're able to go ahead and claim the pack for free. So there we go, that was a super easy W. And if you guys are staying up to date with your Rising Star solos, as you guys can see right here, when you back out to Madden Ultimate Team, you're gonna have yourself a Wildcard Wednesday NCAT fantasy pack. As you guys can see right here, what's gonna happen when I open this up is I'm gonna have 4 different options. I'm gonna see flashbacks, heavyweights, veterans, and Rising Stars. And the way this pack works is it's honestly super simple. Let's say, for example, I pick flashbacks, which I probably don't recommend you do. What's gonna happen is you're then gonna get a pack with all the latest flashbacks that came into Madden 22, and you get to pick one of those cards. And again, same thing's gonna go with heavyweights. Let's say, for example, I go with heavyweights. What I'm going to see is the most recent players that got dropped in the recent heavyweight promo. I get to pick one of them. Same with Rising Stars, same with veterans. And now when it comes to making the choice, I would say Rising Stars is probably the best one to go with. As you guys will see right here, there's actually a couple of pretty solid Rising Star cards. So the 2 players that I'm definitely a big fan of are number 1, Amon-Ra St. Brown, 95 speed, 95 XL. That is top end of the wide receiver spots. For a free card, that is great. Then again, in the cornerback position, as you guys will see, there's a Christian Fulton, who again is going to have 95 speed, 95 XL, good coverage stats. The only thing not amazing about the player is the play rec. Otherwise, he's a very, very good card. Both of those players are really good. And let's say, for example, you really don't need one of those 2 cards, which I don't think many people are going to be in that situation. Most people could use a stud receiver or a stud corner. If you're, let's say, for example, not needing one of those players, what you can do is you can maybe go O-line. I would say Liam Eichenberg is a good right tackle right here. The center card right here in Tyler Shatley is a pretty solid player. Those are going to be some heavyweights. And then for veterans, as you guys will see, the players aren't really that amazing. There's some decent cards as we scroll down here, you guys will see. Like Sheldon Richardson is like an okay defensive tackle, as you guys can see, but honestly, I would say Rising Stars is probably the move. You probably want to go with one of the 2 players that I mentioned, and if not, I guess go O-line. So for me, here's what we're going to do, fellas. We are going to the Wildcard Wednesday NCAT fantasy pack. We're going to go in here, and we are taking the Rising Star player, and I'm going to go with the card that I think like most people are probably going to go with in Christian Fulton, fellas. Cornerback is a very like depth-heavy position. I need depth on my team, so I'm going to go with this 95 overall player. As you guys can see right here, we have these options. Pete Werner's like solid if you're looking, I guess, for like a pass coverage mid linebacker. Javonte Williams, really good IRL. His card isn't really all that amazing, but Christian Fulton is the player I'm going to go with, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to grab his power up for free as well. So as you guys can see, for simply playing the solos, we're going to go ahead and here, and we are going to take the Christian Fulton power up. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to power the card up right here, and he should be looking really nice on the team. So Christian Fulton, as you guys can see, we're going to power the card up. I'm hoping he ends up going to like a 98 overall. I'll take a 97, but we're hoping for a 98. As you guys will see, of course, we have the 95 overall player for free. We will complete this power up. As you guys can see, let's take a look at the boost. He's up to a 97, 98 speed, 96 XL, 98 zone, 98 man. Very, very good card across the board. 92 play rec is solid. I'm a big fan of this card. What I'm going to be doing is I'm actually using him in more of like a depth role. He's going to be my cornerback 4. So sometimes he's going to be blitzing. Sometimes he's going to be in man coverage. He's kind of going to play like a jack of all trades role for me. As you guys guys can see, the change of direction is really good on the card, which is nice for man coverage. He's also got some solid block shed at an 82. It's not that amazing, but I do like the Christian Fulton card right here. I think he's going to be a nice player on the team, and what this actually allows me to do is I can now sell off this Jalen Ramsey card. As you guys will see, this was a player that I was using in the power-up. I guess I don't need him anymore. I powered down Jalen Ramsey because this guy's taking his spot, and basically the reason why I decided to take Christian Fulton is because his stats are actually better than Jalen Ramsey. He's faster than Jalen Ramsey, and I can now sell off this 92 Ramsey who I was using in the power-up to make some coins and make an upgrade at corner. That's a W. Okay, now one other quick thing to mention, and I hope EA Sports is watching this video right here. I'm really hoping that for anyone that's newer to Madden, EA simply like resets these stars. As you guys will see right here, for the Rising Star solos and for all of like the Wildcard Wednesday solo challenges, basically the way this works is you gotta work your way up from tier 1 all the way up to tier number 20 to get a relevant player. But let's say, for example, you got Madden relatively recently, you've been playing all your solos, all you'll be able to do is get up to like tier 12, maybe like tier 8, which really isn't giving you that good of a card. So what I'm hoping EA does, hopefully relatively soon, is to just reset these stars, bring everyone back to tier number 1, so everyone can kind of start from like an even playing field and can start to get these cards every 4 weeks, because if you got this game late, you're simply going to be stuck on one of the lower tiers and you can't progress to like tier 20, which is then going to give you some of the better and more relevant Wildcard Wednesday players. Alright, now moving on to the piece of news that I mentioned at the start of the video, it looks like EA Sports is kind of changing up potentially the honors promo in Madden 22. I could be totally wrong on this, but it's looking like instead of the players that get awards in real life, it's looking like EA Sports is actually going to be giving out awards to cards in Madden Ultimate Team, and those players are then going to get elevated cards. Because as you guys can see on the screen right here, this is kind of like, I guess, the news piece that EA put into the game today, and right here, as you guys will see, I've got this pulled up on Twitter. It says on February 3rd and February 4th, they're going to be revealing the offensive winners and the defensive winners. Now, in terms of the offensive and the defensive winners, the way EA Sports mentioned this in a little promo video is they said they're going to be given a card. So let's say, for example, the quarterback that had the most passing yards in Madden 22. So not like the actual quarterback that's playing Madden and got the most passing yards, but the quarterback that was used in game that had the most passing yards. I think they also said they were going to do something for sacks, for touchdowns, for tackles, a bunch of stuff like that, and they're going to be revealing those players for the offensive and the defensive winners on February 3rd and February 4th. Then on February 5th, what they're going to be doing is they're going to be revealing the most valuable virtual player during the halftime of the NFL Pro Bowl. So looking kind of cool. It's looking like players that are dominating in Madden 22 are then going to be getting cards in Madden Ultimate Team, which I think is a W in my opinion. Like, let's say, for example, there's a wide receiver or a quarterback that are just dominating in Madden. I don't know if this is Madden Ultimate Team or Madden head-to-head seasons. Let's say, for example, it's head-to-head seasons. I would assume like Lamar Jackson could be getting an upgrade right here, because I'm assuming a lot of people want to use LJ, probably does really well online, and then taking a look at sacks, maybe someone like Myles Garrett, who dominates right there, could be getting a new card. So we'll see how that all works out. Looking pretty cool, and EA Sports will be revealing all that stuff, so follow me on Twitter if you guys are looking to stay up to date. As you guys can see, we make some coins, we make an upgrade in the video. That is a W, and yeah, until next time, I'll see you guys in my second video today. I'm out. Peace.